Hi, Dr. Chris Baker here on a beautiful spring day in East Texas. I've been thinking about the earth is flat and other myths. I'm a pediatric dentist. And I love doing orthodontics because I provide life-changing things for children that other people just can't do. Who are those other people? Anybody who doesn't want to do that. So it leaves a lot for me, and I want you to share in that. As a pediatric dentist, we believe in an awful lot of myths I have discovered, and one of them, not that the earth is flat, but rather that you should never take out baby teeth. Let nature do it. You know what? The parents are way ahead of us. The parents come in, and what do they say to you? They say, can you get this baby tooth out of the way because his other tooth is coming in and there's no space? The parent's exactly right. We need to learn to clear the path of eruption. Sometimes we have a tooth that's coming in lingual. Let's say it's a lower incisor. That happens so often. The lower incisor, permanent lower incisor, is bigger, wider than the baby tooth and the space that the baby tooth occupies. So now we have a problem. We have a permanent tooth that came in lingually and it cannot move into the space of the baby tooth. Number one, the baby tooth is still there. And number two, the space is not big enough. So you might think, okay, Mom, I'll take out the baby tooth. Guess what? Not a good plan. Why? Because when you take out the baby tooth, let's say that it's the lower right central that has come in lingually, and you take out the lower right primary central. There's still no space. Where's the tooth going to go? It has two choices. Stay where it is lingually, or rotate into the space. Why would it move into the space? Because the tongue pushes it into the space. That actually is a very good thing if there's enough space. And so you say, oh, so I need to take out two primary centrals. No, that's not a good idea either. Why not? Because when you take out two primary centrals and you only have one permanent central sitting lingually, it will move into the space and it will move over to the other side so that it can fit. And now you have destroyed the midline that was on. Well, you didn't destroy it, nature did, but you helped nature by making space for the tooth, but not in the right place. Well, what on earth should we do? What you do is you take out two primary centrals and two primary laterals. Oh my gosh, 4 baby teeth? And we only have one permanent tooth coming in? Yes, that's what you do. Why do you do that? Number one, the other permanent central is right behind. So it's going to come very quickly once you get those teeth out of the way. Now, let me just digress for a moment and say that I would assume that you've already taken an x-ray, an occlusal x-ray, if not a panoramic x-ray. Panoramic probably is best, but you could delay that a little while. Take that lower occlusal x-ray, put it horizontally across the teeth, take the x-ray, and look and see where everything is. If you have 4 incisors, then yes, it is good to take out 4 primary incisors. And very quickly you will have 2 permanent incisors move not only into the occlusal position, but into the labial, more labial correct position in the arch. Because the tongue will help it get there. And because the eruption mechanism works that way. Now you have made space for the 2 centrals. You still don't have enough room for the 2 laterals. Oh, well, what are you going to do now? Well, first of all, you've got 4 to 6 months before those laterals typically are going to come in. And so you can deal with that later, which is basically going to be go back and get 2 more teeth, the canines, primary canines. Don't worry about that right now. Get the 4 primary incisors. Let the 2 permanent incisors come in. The parents will be thrilled. They will definitely see why you did that, and they will definitely be grateful, almost in every case. And then you can worry in 4 to 6 months. In the meantime, you're going to be busy with the uppers because you're probably going to have something similar. So that's one of the myths that we live with, which is don't take out baby teeth. Do take out primary teeth, clear the path of eruption, and reduce the amount of orthodontic correction later. One more note. when we allow a tooth to come in and take up whatever space is there, and it looks pretty good, it may be a little bit more lingually tipped. But we know from the literature that if we later tip it out, it's going to be very stable, not going to be a problem. If, however, we allow them to come in and get all crowded and be in really adverse positions in the arch, and we correct that later, it is not going to be stable. It's going to have a high relapse tendency because of the elastic interdental, intradental fibers that will pull it right back to where it came in and sat for a while. So, what am I saying here? The myth is don't take out baby teeth. I say do take out primary teeth when it will help clear the path of eruption, which will reduce the amount of orthodontic treatment necessary and done later, and give them a more beautiful smile and give them healthier gingival tissue, and in general you have improved the child's life greatly. Dr. Chris Baker signing off.